Hello, my name is DC. Beginning a match analysis for Scotland versus Brazil. All right, so let's go. This is the definition of self-brought problems because he doesn't really have many options, and Brazil have put men there to go and pressure the ball, so he has to play this quickly. Okay, so number 19, I think you should be running here to give the option into the middle just for the sake of making it maybe a back pass, maybe just giving it back to him or just be there because immediately he gets the ball. All right, he opens himself up. That's all right. He can play this pass here if he wants to. He can. He really can. Number 19, I don't know how many times I've done this. I still do feel he should be going there because if he goes there, if he rushes here, he can play the ball to him and then he can play it outside. And that's why you usually want someone on the middle if you're playing from outside the box. I'm sorry, if you're playing from within your own half. And then he takes a touch and that's a bad touch. Look at how far away it goes from him. And he has to start chasing it. And then fortunately enough, the Brazilian player is quick. And then Vini just gets the ball. Boom. This is the definition of a self-brought problem. I don't know if he's not confident. I don't know if the pressure got to him, but that's something you don't do. Also, number 19, you should have been closer. That's what we call hiding. You put yourself in a position where it's very hard to pass to you so that they don't pass to you the ball. That's because you're scared to get it. Anyway, let's go to the this one was disallowed, but still same problem with Scotland. Once again, playing out from the back. One, two. Okay, not really him, but let's just say him. Three, four. They're in and around here. They want you to play this ball. They want you to do this. And funny enough, you could actually play it back here. Hell, he could just kick it as far as he can and hope that he gets he gets to it. That's what he can actually do. They're putting themselves in problems. He okay, okay. And then what does he do? He loses the ball, but not really. It's somewhat a foul, but still similar things whereby you don't really, yeah, they're forcing themselves to do this. And that's a good finish from Vinny. It really is. Yeah, they force themselves to do this. And is this really a foul, though? Because some of the fouls from VAR have been questionable. Yeah, it is, but it's soft. It's very, very soft. Because Vinny doesn't really do anything here to him. I mean, I don't see this as a foul, to be honest. He just trips over himself. Like, I don't think there's enough contact there. Yeah, he stretches out his leg, but he goes down a bit theatrically. Not really. He just loses the ball, sorry. I'm not even sure if he goes down. He just loses the ball. That's simply what happens here. They're not playing quick enough. That's the problem. They're taking their time, and then Brazil, they really want to score. You do not want to do that against Brazil. All right, let's head on to the next goal. Once again, if you're in this position, trust me, just kick it out. If I'm the coach and I tell you to play, if you kick it out, I won't be upset because there's just too much pressure. I know there are a lot of Scotland players, but even still, the first ball it plays is bad, and then they lose the second battle. And by the time he's getting to it, I mean, they're somewhat okay, but still, he has time to pull out the cross. And this guy has to be very good at marking Vini, but this is very good movement from Vini because look at what he does. Yeah, because it seems as if they're okay, but Vini is unmarked. He is unmarked. There's no unmarking Vini. He should be rushing to the ball instead of putting his hands behind his back. That's what they should be doing. Look at Vini. And also the player in front of him does, but Vini just goes in behind him. And even though he also goes front, he moves forward and also gives Vini the space. It's supposed to be touch tight with Vini. And Vini scores a header. That's not something that happens often, does it? Okay, let's go. And this is a chance. Now, there's sometimes in football whereby there are just some things you can't really, how can I say, you can't really plan for very well because, and that one of those things are individual brilliance or just moments of brilliance like this. Brazil have the ball. Okay, make a decision. At least be in front of Vini. Don't give him this space. This is a lot of space. He can run into it. And make an active effort to block the passing lane, right? That's what they do. He gives Vini the space. So that's just bad marking. And then it's just one touch football. Boom. It's a high line with no pressure. You're asking for problems. He's making the run. You think he's going this way. So you know what? You go to the corner flag. But he doesn't. Look at this touch. Boom. He sent him all the way to look. They're going in two different directions. I mean, it's fun to watch, but if you're playing against this, it's very frustrating. And I do feel he could have taken another touch and probably given himself a better angle, or just probably played it to Vinny, because he's playing everyone on side at this point. It's very difficult to play against things like this, or to plan, because anything can happen. Anything. Yeah. So high line, no pressure. But funny thing, this guy does the hazard step. You put in front, you put your foot in front of the defender so that he trips over it. That's what he did, the hazard step. But for me, that isn't really what bugs me. He goes down and he stays down. Mind you, Matthias Cunha is coming in to help. And they have this box thing whereby they're supposed to be, in and around each other. But unfortunately, Matthias Cunha has all the space in the world. That's a brilliant dribble. And then this is one of those things you hate to play against, because, bruh, they're just moving the ball so quickly and you can't really get it from them. He gives it to Matthias Cunha. Well, I mean, it's difficult to play against this. There's not much this defender can do, probably. He over commits, but then again, if he doesn't commit, he goes to the other side and there's a lot of space for the goal, sorry, for the striker or the player to put it in. And then Matthias Cunha, he just runs unmarked. He had enough time to do whatever he wanted to do and plays it first time. Yeah, Brazilian brilliance. You cannot, not you cannot, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. Especially when they get into the mode. Oof. I have a feeling this could have been more, but otherwise, congratulations to Brazil. They've made it past the group. They didn't even have a rough start. Morocco were just good that day. And yeah, they are cooking. And you do not want to see this Brazilian team get into the flow of things. They can, what's that word? They will embarrass a few. Otherwise, that's been a match analysis. If you want to see more, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.